thanks for taking the time to meet with me.
Thanks for coming to my.
Yeah.
So before talking about you and the work that you're doing, can you please introduce yourself to my audience?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name's Jake Slater. I work for a company called Ascend Education. We founded the company back in 2016. Right now, I am kind of in charge of marketing at the company, but we develop courses, online IT training courses mostly for colleges and universities, and also for any IT professionals who are looking to get a jump on their resume, as they try to look for jobs and try to get employed in the IT industry. Our courses will help train to certain industry certifications that students or professionals can then put on their resume to help them get jobs and get employed. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and about Ascend Education.
So what kind of services that you provide?
Yeah, that's a great question. So our courses are kind of we try to create our courses so that they're a complete offering, which includes text lessons, video instruction, virtual labs, so that students can actually get in there and try the things that they're learning on their own on an actual. It boots up on an actual server so that they can just get in there and practice what they're learning. And it also includes the full offering includes quiz questions, practice assessment questions, practice exam questions, things that will really help prepare students for their final exams and so that they can pass those final exams, whether that be just to get their certification or to pass their college and university class. So we sell these courses to students through their professors. If their professors are looking for curriculum for their course, we provide that curriculum, that structure, because these courses also include instructor slides and gradebook integration. So if instructors are on a learning management system or LMS or the school is on an LMS, we can integrate fully with that LMS, whether it be Canvas, Blackboard, D2L, Schoology, whatever they might be using. So that's a little bit about kind of our product and what we sell. But did you have any specific questions about that?
What technologies that you give?
Yeah, so we have a number of different courses that cover different subjects like cybersecurity, virtualization. We have a virtualization course that is unique to Ascend Education that covers it's kind of an introduction to virtualization. It covers all of the basic virtualization technologies, VMware, Azure, things like that. And then we also have courses that map to cloud computing certifications like CompTIA's Cloud Plus. We also have, networking certifications or courses that map to networking certifications like CompTIA's Network Plus, CCNA. We also have Microsoft courses. For instance, Windows Server 2019. We have a Windows 10 course, Azure Fundamentals, Azure Administrator, I think that's about our Microsoft offering. But yeah, so a number of different courses that map to different technologies, different skills, whether that be in security or networking, or working in the cloud.
What is your team?
Sorry, say that again.
What is your team? Tell me about your team.
Yeah, so we have a number of employees here. We have correct me if you're looking for something outside of this question, but we have a sales team that is very diligent in searching for instructors that our courses would benefit. Our team's focus is on helping make the life of an instructor easier. So if you're a college instructor, a university professor, university instructor, whatever that might be, if you're kind of the content director or somebody who makes the decisions on what content the instructors use, we want to make your life easier. And so that's our sales team is devoted to building relationships with those instructors, and so that they know that we are a solution that they can trust. I also have a marketing team. We help try to get the word out there. We have a great IT support and development team full of basically our whole team is focused on both developing those products that are going to help make the lives of instructors easier, and also making sure that the word gets to those instructors so that they know where they can go to get this kind of all-in-one solution. Our development team has done a great job of creating courses that, like I said, integrate with learning management systems, which is something that is unique, I feel like, to Ascend Education. There are we use what's called deep leaking LTI integration, which is pretty seamless. It makes it so that it's like the students are just in their normal learning environment, but all of our content is populated into that learning environment. And that's, again, credit to our development team for making that possible, and for ensuring that it's the best possible experience that these instructors and students can have, because they're able to access their grade book through these. So I guess a little bit further into that, our courses are built on Moodle, the Moodle LMS, and which then, like I said, can integrate with things like Canvas and Blackboard. And it's a very clean, with this being built on Moodle, it's a very clean interface. When students and instructors get in there, it's easy to navigate, and the students' progress is able to be tracked in the instructor's gradebook seamlessly. So it's just it's a very, we're very proud of the product that we have and the tools that we have been able to develop and build. Again, and that comes back to our development team and our IT team. So did that answer your question?
Yeah. So is it global service, and how many are using your service?
Yeah. So we have instructors and schools that use our courses throughout the United States, and it really, from coast to coast. There are schools that are using Ascend Education courseware. We also have translated many of our courses into Portuguese, and we have a number of partners in Brazil right now, the largest of which is RNP, which is a school that it's kind of, they describe it as the internet backbone of Brazil. They have a number of different training centers that they provide training from. So they're like training centers here in the United States, where I am, but they provide again training to those in Brazil, both online and in person. And so they are using a number of our courses, and another number of individuals that are in Brazil that are using our courses. So we are a global company. We have sales team members and people developing relationships with those in multiple countries as well. So yeah.
So is it one-to-one training, or is it a group training, or what is the duration for training?
Yeah, great question. So what happens is, so basically how I kind of explain it is, it's like a textbook replacement. So what we sell, it's not necessarily tutoring. We don't sell tutors or kind of one-on-one training. It's it's a full kind of learning solution. So students can get in there when a student purchases our course, they then have access to all of the text lessons and video lessons and labs and quiz questions. And usually, again, when we sell to, or if they're taking the course through a school, they will have an instructor that is kind of guiding them through this content. If they want to take the training on their own, so say they've already graduated from college, or if there's somebody that's looking to change their career or wants to progress in their IT career, they can purchase one of our courses and take it on their own. But they would then have to, it's more of self-study. They would have to finish the assignments, the reading, watch all the videos, and take all the practice exam questions, go through all the labs on their own, without somebody kind of helping them through that. Which again, we have a number of students that are doing that right now, a number of IT professionals that will do that, and then they will go take their certification exam if that's what they want, if they want to add that to their resume. And our courses will, if they have gone through all of the content, our courses will help them prepare for that exam and pass that exam.
So you said you started this in 2016.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So total, how many courses that you are providing, and the technology is there is evolution in technology. So how you are able to change according to the time?
Yeah, that's another great question. So we have a number of courses that map to, again, kind of the I think I said the CompTIA certifications, and also Microsoft training. We have, like I said, a Cisco course. And what we do, since we're all online, since our training solution is a cloud-based solution, when those technologies or those certifications are updated, we then, our subject matter experts and our team here will then update the courses to align with the new certifications or the new technology that has come out. Because, like you said, it's constantly changing. Yes, and we are a young company, and that makes it possible for us to really make changes and adapt, I guess, to kind of what the market is doing. So, for instance, something that we're keeping an eye on right now, like I said, we have the Windows Server 2019 courses that are available for instructors and students and IT professionals to use. Soon we're going to have to change, or we're going to have to update our courses to the Windows Server 2022. And that's something that we've got our eye on, something that we are going to be doing, because there's going to be a lot of changes within those courses, or within that course material. And so we'll make sure that our subject matter experts, or that our team of subject matter experts is doing the research and everything that they need to in order to prepare for those changes and update our courses when those are necessary. We recently, we update all our courses. There's courses that need to be updating pretty regularly. I know that the CompTIA certifications, for instance, change kind of every 3 years. They're kind of on a 3-year cycle, and so we follow that cycle as well. We will update our courses as their exams update. Again, I think it makes it possible for our instructors, going back to kind of our goal to making the lives of instructors easier. They're able to trust that what the content that they're getting is the most up-to-date and reliable content.
So how you are able to connect with so different country people with the courses that you have?
Kind of how do we make those relations, or start those relationships?
How do you make people to understand the concepts of the technologies
Okay.
countries?
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a great question. So we and I am not as much on the IT side. I don't know all of the ins and outs of all of the subjects that we teach. As I mentioned, I'm kind of more on the marketing side of our team. But I know that our team is very diligent in making sure, like I mentioned, that the content is up to date. And so with I think that one of the biggest, so we partner with companies that provide virtual labs. We've partnered with companies like Practice Labs and Extreme Labs to provide virtual environments, excuse me, virtual environments that students can go in and they can practice the things that they are learning within the course itself. So, for instance, if it's the cybersecurity course, they can go in and practice. There's penetration testing. They can work on a firewall. They can just get in there and they're led through these virtual labs. Each of these labs kind of have a step-by-step instruction on how to complete certain tasks, which helps them develop these skills that they then can, since it is a real world environment, they then can just go right into the workforce and know exactly how to perform those same tasks because they've practiced on these virtual labs that are within the course itself. So that's something that's very valuable within our courses. Yes, it's good to have all these text lessons. It's good to have the video instruction, but to be able to actually practice the skills is really important and something that our students value very much.
So tell me about your trainers.
Sorry, say that again.
Tell me about your trainers.
Our trainers. So we have, we have subject matter experts that come from kind of all different places, whether that be they have worked in the IT field for a number of years, and have now started writing, for instance. We have a number of instructors. So a lot of our trainers, subject matter experts that write the courses and write the video scripts and things like that, are former instructors. For example, one of which that we work with very closely, his name is Robert McMillan. He teaches at some colleges in the greater Portland, Oregon area. He has a number of credits to his name. He helped recover the Enron emails when the Enron scandal was taking place. So he's a cybersecurity expert. He's gotten personal calls from the White House to help with their servers. He also he's a writer for LinkedIn Learning, but he has that background in IT instruction. He is a professor. He knows kind of what works and what doesn't in the classroom and for students. And so that's just one example of our subject matter experts and kind of their background. There are many like Robert who are experienced in teaching. They're experienced in the field itself, putting cybersecurity things into practice, cloud computing into practice, and they do a very good job at creating this content for us.
So how much you charge them?
Yeah, that's another great question. So we and I can't go super into depth as far as certain discounts and things, but like we do provide academic discounts for our students. The MSRP price for all of our courses is $329 for the complete offering, and then there are student discounts, heavily discounted prices for students if they are in a college or university. If you're taking it on your own, yes, $329 is the price. We also have a monthly subscription option, which is $24.99. Sorry, took me a second there. $24.99 per month, and that actually gives students or professionals access to all of our courses without the labs. So that's without the virtual lab environment. It just has text, videos, and assessment questions that they then can take on their own, and that's with our monthly subscription option. And then the $329 price is for 12 months of access for anybody who wants to take a single course and have access for 12 months so that they can get ready for their exam. Again, students will purchase at a heavily discounted price. So yeah, if you're in a class with an IT instructor, make sure that they know that they can get those discounts. Instructors also have free access to the courses. So if they're teaching a class on, say, cybersecurity or cloud computing or virtualization, they would then have free access for themselves and a discounted price for their students.
So how many students, how many people are taking your service?
Yeah, we have thousands upon thousands of students that are using our courses right now. The semester just started, and so we're very busy making sure that those students are taken care of, that they're getting into their courses. Our support team is very active at making sure these students are getting into their courses and everything, because there are a lot of them. I don't have an exact number for you, but tens of thousands of students currently. I should have these numbers pulled up, but many schools throughout the country. I want to say near 100 schools in the United States and schools in Brazil, from universities to colleges. There are, and then of course the number of students that are within the courses themselves from that point.
Will you give career guidance?
Guidance just specific to like individual students?
Yeah.
So that is a service that we don't provide. So like mentoring or tutoring is something that we leave either to their instructor, or if they're taking it on their own, and if they do run into issues, say with their lab or some of the content, we'll get a number of support tickets that are focused on those type of questions, but that's not necessarily a service that we provide. We feel that the way that our course is designed, and this is the feedback that we've gotten, the way that our course is designed, students are able to navigate easily through it on their own, and able to learn. It's designed in a way to help them learn and to help them navigate through that course and get prepared for their exams easily and effectively. So yeah, one-on-one tutoring and mentoring is not something that we offer.
You said you help them in creating and preparing their resume, and will you give even job support?
So we I guess in short, we don't provide direct job support, or in other words, that's not a service that we offer at the moment. That's something that we've thought a lot about, providing kind of a forum where students, after they've completed our course, they can come and look for jobs, like a job board type of thing. But that is not something that we provide currently. It's that would mostly be through their schools, through their networking. But like I said, and like you mentioned, we do make sure that they are prepared for those exams so that they can then pass them and put them on their resume, and get ready for the market, to go out into the market and search for jobs.
And what's your goal?
Yeah, we have a number of different goals as Ascend Education. We value education greatly. I think I can speak for everybody on the team. We believe that many of the world's problems could be solved if education was accessible for many more people. And so we want to we strive to help those that might be in areas that it's education is harder to come by, especially affordable education. And we will continue to look for those opportunities, look for schools and for students that might not have the resources that they need to get the proper education that they need. And so I would say that would be our biggest and kind of ultimate goal is to help educate the world through those areas and those people that might not have that education readily available to them, and hopefully make that education available to them. And we eventually want to expand our offering even beyond IT, and we'd love to get to the point where not only are we helping students get IT jobs, but venture into other things like mathematics and history, English, whatever it is. Help educate the world, economics, so that we can learn and grow together, and that these areas that are less fortunate, that don't have available resources, we want to make our courses available, and try to make them affordable, and even philanthropically, we would love to donate where necessary, donate courseware, donate materials wherever that might be helpful. And so those are kind of some of our ultimate goals. We want to be able to spread education to those who are less fortunate, and hopefully help the world become more educated as a whole.
I'll put your web link in the description of this video, also on the screen. I'll share it. People who wants to take your service can take it and can see the courses that you are providing, and also see the technologies that they need.
Oh, that's great. Do you want specific like a specific list and things like that? I could provide can provide that for you as well.
In the website, everything is there, right? I'll put the website link on the screen. Okay. And there in the description. Can you spell to my podcast listeners your web presence?
Sorry, say that again. About your podcast?
Yeah, my podcast listeners will be listening this. So can you tell your website to them?
Yeah, absolutely. So the website is ascendeducation.com, ASCENDEDUCATION.com. You can find whether you are an instructor looking for courses for your students, or you are an IT professional that is looking to, again, build your resume through certification, or just a number of skills that we provide. You can come to that website. You can reach out to us by filling out one of the forms on the website, or purchase directly from the site, depending on what you need. But yes, ascendeducation.com. We'd love to see you.
And as an education service provider, what is your observation about this conversation and about my work? Have you seen any videos of mine on YouTube?
I have, yeah. In preparation for hopping on here, I was able to look through a couple of the videos, and I love what you're doing. I think that it's important that we get this information out there, that we IT is a growing field, and I love that you have taken a global approach to it. That it's people from all over the world that I am learning from, that others can learn from. And it's interesting because it's a field that is different, kind of wherever you go, just a little bit, but also something that connects all of us together, obviously, like through the internet, and everything else that's at our fingertips. That I feel like our world is more connected than it's ever been, and I like that you have taken on the challenge of connecting us even further through talking to these IT professionals, and making all of us more aware of what's out there, and how we can and how we relate, and how we're similar. So I really appreciate that. Thank you for doing this.
And I did masters in software engineering and also bachelor's in computer science and engineering. So how this experience, experts like you who are providing the service and who are making things possible and who are helping number of people in the world, talking with experts like you, what I'm going to learn and how this is going to helpful for me if I work in IT in coming days.
Yeah, I think, and I mean, obviously, you could speak to this, but again, somebody like myself, who I did not graduate in an IT field, but I have developed a love for education. I think it's important to again kind of understand how the industry as a whole works, and which, like you said, and like I was mentioning, I really appreciate what you have done, providing a place that people can come to kind of get a grasp on what's going on throughout the world within the industry. And so for somebody like me who did not so I graduated from college actually with a public relations degree, which is not related to IT. But I have really gained an appreciation for the IT field and those that work within the field. There's so much. I love the innovation that is possible through information technology, computer science. There is so much that we still have to learn, just as a human race, really. Like we are in this together. We are developing ways that we can, again, further connect and also protect one another, and protect our data, and protect anything else that might be sensitive to ourselves. And it's a powerful thing. And I appreciate learning and talking to somebody like yourself who knows and understands the importance of information technology and computer science, and how it's the future. It really is. It's the future of this world, and I love where we're headed.
Can I put this video on my YouTube channel with your permission?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Can I also put this audio and video clip on my podcast, website, internet, social media, everywhere with your permission?
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Jack, for telling about your service and giving answers to my questions.
No, thank you, Sai. I really appreciate it. Again, I love what you're doing, so keep it up.
Thanks, sir. Keep going.
Okay, thank you. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
All right.